Good evening, Paul.
Hi, Sybil. How are you?
I'm great, and yourself?
Doing wonderful, thank you. We're honored to talk to you today because that means you're coming to town.
I be saddling up and riding into Texas. Yes, sirree.
I can't wait. Well, we were all excited about this. It's going to be a great time. Of course, Texas Frightmare weekend's always fun, but I mean, you have fun just getting to meet these fans, right?
I love meeting my fans, and that's what keeps me going, you know. They say, oh, what are you doing? What you got next? And I say, you mean you want to see more of me still? Yeah, what you got? Do another this, do another Chain Heat, or do another, vampire movie. Well, I haven't done really one. I'm going to be doing one now. But a werewolf movie, you know, The Howling. They all love The Howling. So, yes, I love meeting my fans. I love hearing what they have to say and their excitement, and it just, listen, our fans make us. Without our fans, we're nobody, okay?
Exactly.
You don't have fans, you got nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and they're so nice, too. Of course, I think when people first start thinking about a horror movie convention and they think, what kind of creatures would show up to this? Well, turns out they're some of the nicest and sweetest and most attentive people you could find, right?
Starting in the little baby carriage,
yeah,
all the way to Grandma and Grandpa. Absolutely, yes. There's always room. I say, look, you turn on the news, you've got, or look out the window, and you've got everyday worries, okay? But when you're there and when you are into the fantasy world, you have an escape. And I believe more than ever, we need that all the time. So what's wrong with dressing up and, pretending you're something else? Nothing wrong with that. That's just having fun.
Exactly.
For all ages. For all ages.
Absolutely. Well, and of course, we love this because, people have been looking up to you on the screen for years and they've been thinking, see, that's what I want to do. But, you make it look easy. That's your job. So what kind of advice do you give to those people or those girls that say, I want to do what you do?
Well, it's gotten so much more difficult now in our business to get into the movies, to stay in the movies, to do a movie because of, the environment and where we are. But I always say, if you have a dream and you want to do something, make sure it's what you want to do because you've got to stick with it. You've got to do it. You've got to fight for it. When somebody said no, I went through the chimney. And when they said no, I came in the back door. You've got to find a way to make it happen. You've got to show them your enthusiasm, your talent, and you've got to fight for it. And it's just more difficult, but if you believe in it and you work hard enough, you have a good chance of making it happen. And you know what? Speaking of that, today, I don't know if you saw it. I just wanted to tell you, are you familiar with Fandom Wire?
I'm not.
Fandom Wire, here it is, franchises, movies, TV, reality TV. It's online, gaming, celebrities, anime, Manawa, exclusive reviews, etc. And underneath that it says home, celebrities, and right next to it says Star Wars almost made Sybil. And I said, what the hell is this? I got it sent to me. And under it says Star Wars almost made Sybil Danning a lightsaber-wielding witch, then said no. George Lucas had plans for the Star Wars prequel trilogy long before the original films and had even approached Sybil Danning with a role.
Wow.
And it goes on and on. If you'd like, I'll send you the link, and then you can read it, and you'll see the pictures.
Yeah.
It's adorable. But, I don't know why that didn't happen. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, who turns down Star Wars? Excuse me. Right?
That's right. Well, so I guess there is no truth to that, right?
No, there is. Because... Well, a fan, you'll read it, a big fan of mine who's also a writer, and you'll see it comes from a good source. They said it comes from a good source. and there's all kinds of different stories here, so I think you'll find it very interesting. But when we hang up, Richard has your email,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll send that to you. I think you're going to get a kick out of it. It's really beautiful, and I certainly got a kick out of it, and this came out of nowhere. I've never, ever heard that story. But this is someone who was digging and looking, and I would say a very big fan.
I love that.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
To me.
That's wonderful. Well, of course, I got a couple more things I got to ask you. One is important for Dallas because we're my co-host is Drew Pearson, one of our great Dallas Cowboys, who caught the Hail Mary, went in the Hall of Fame, and we got to ask you your Hail Mary moment, that moment in your life or career where you just had to go for it and it worked out for you. What do you suppose that was for you?
Where I just had to go for it?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Coming to Hollywood. Because in Germany they said, okay, we want you for this Francis Durbridge wonderful, piece of literature to go into the theater in Germany, Switzerland, Austria, German-speaking territories. You play the lead. But that takes like years to do that in 3 countries. And I said, do I want that? I've already done a few American movies there, and I got a feel for the American movies. I loved what the Americans do, what they did. I came in first time in the, makeup room, and Neil Diamond was playing the music, and I just said, this is where I want to be. But this was a movie I did over there, and that was Bluebeard with Richard Burton.
Wow.
And I had to make up my mind, and so I said I turned it down. That was a sure thing, and money for years, 3, 4, 5 years, going. And Hollywood, when I got to Hollywood, people were saying, you're from where? And I had an accent, a German accent. Yeah, I am from Germany, from Austria. Actually, I'm from Austria. Arnold Schwarzenegger? Yeah, I am also from Austria. And they said, do you know that there are 5,000 actors without work here? And I said, no, but maybe there'll be 5,001. But you know what? I came, I'm here, and I'm going to fight for it. And there you go. And I did one little movie called, that was a fun movie too, Cat in the Cage, where I killed everybody in that movie but the producer and the director. And guess what? The next movie was, God bless his soul, Roger Corman's Battle Beyond the Stars. And that is the movie, you'll see the picture they used here for Star Wars, Battle Beyond the Stars. And that put me on the map. And so there you go. I came with money in my pocket for 3 months, but I said, I'm going to do it. And I did it.
That's so wonderful.
It was make or break. I gave up a huge thing over there, but I said, no, I want Hollywood. This is where I want to be.
Yeah, that's beautiful. We talk about that on the show a lot, that success mindset that you have to have, whether or not you're feeling it or not. So is there something you tell yourself that keeps you on that right path always?
You have to be positive. I am a strong believer in positivity draws positivity. If you walk through life and say, I can't do that, that won't work. I wake up and say, oh God, I wake up every day and I'm happy. And I say, what can I do? What can I create? I'm writing now. I'm producing. I don't have enough time to do it all. So what you have to do is be positive. Be positive. Help make things happen. I don't believe in luck. I do believe that there are opportunities that are waiting for you, for everyone. But they're only waiting for you if you give them the chance to give you an opportunity. And if you are negative, it's not going to happen. You have to wake up in the morning and say, the sun is shining, I'm alive, I'm going to do something, I'm going to create something. What can I make happen? What can I do to make something happen that I want to have happen? And be happy and do it. And failure is a good thing, because failure, you can't win and make everything happen. But when you fail, you learn from it. And you say, okay, yeah, or just wasn't your fault. You were too young, too old, not there at the right time, too late. But you have to say, okay, it was a great opportunity, and I'm going to keep making that happen.
Yeah.
And never give up. Never give up. Always positive, and never give up. And work hard.
Yeah, beautifully said. Well, before we let you go, we got to find out what you're looking forward to doing in Texas here. You're going to get some beer, some barbecue, go shopping for a cowboy hat. What you got?
Oh, listen, everything you just mentioned, I love beer. I
Good.
love beer. So, yes, I'm looking forward to having some wonderful meals and some great beer and meeting some fantastic people because, Texas has that, I don't know what it is. I love everything about Texas is bold. It's bold. It's strong. It's big. And the other day I tweeted and I said, okay, guys, you know I'm coming, but you didn't have to, turn up the heat to 92. I mean, I know you're hot. I know you're all sweaty and you're all waiting for me to come. And I'm hot for you, and I'll see you there. I have fun with my fans. I love doing that, and I very much look forward to coming again. Of course, I've been to Austin, many times, and had my movie shown there in the beautiful Alamo Draft House, and where you get good food and good beer too. And you have an Alamo Draft House there too. So
we sure do.
No, I'm really looking forward to coming, and I have some new projects that I'm working on now. That is something totally new. Will I be doing an interview with you there?
You will be. I'll be moderating the Q&A, and we're going to have a great time with it.
Okay, yes. And so we got to leave some stuff for then, right?
That's right.
But I do have actually 3 projects I'm working on right now that I am writing on, more or less writing. 2 of them totally, 1 not so, just co-writing and producing, and with very good people out there, and waiting for it to happen. But everybody's in Cannes now, so but we're in Texas, so
that's right.
That's what counts now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have the best time this weekend. We will save everything else for then. We're going to tell everybody to come check out the panel, but most of all, come by and say hi to you and get one of those great photo ops, and make sure that they get something cool signed, because we don't get you here very often.
Absolutely, and I have everything with me. I have pictures and posters, and I have my action figure, which is St. X-Men. That's a very special. I'm very proud of that. That's my first action figure ever, and I have movies. I have movies with me that you might not have gotten, Blu-rays and DVDs, and so I'm there. I'm packed. I'm ready. And I'll be riding in.
Love it. Well, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Can't wait to see you live and in person here at Frightmare. And we'll look forward to having the best time this weekend.
I do too, Paul. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Sybil. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.